Welcome back everyone. We're streaming really late in the day. And recap. Mrs. Lady Elephant got captured doing something stupid. And I don't really know what's coming next. Hopefully, man, I had fun. Alright, let's get right down to business. I don't have all the time in the world today. That's normal. I was gonna get up early this morning. I actually did get up and get out of bed, but my dad was already up and he was going through and doing MSQ roulette, and so I just ended up going back to bed because we are, I don't know if y'all can tell in my voice, but we're getting kind of sick. In fact, I've been sick for these past streams. Like, the very first one I was kind of sick, and then I started getting better, and then now I'm getting sick again. Oh, but let's go ahead and do this stream. I'm feeling a bit better. Thancred is wearing a grim expression. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nirana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Oh dear, cutscene. Oh, Nitana. Sob. Can you answer me this? Though Nitana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Oh, yes. Then we must make warding skills, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nitana proved at peril to herself. So, let us make more scales that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the Satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl that he might personally discuss the production of warding skills with you. I wonder why he can't come down here. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nitana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the Satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Wow, well, that's progress. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razat Han for an audience with His Excellency? Absolutely. We should be honored. Of course, closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Okay, I'm a tab out so I can cough violently. Okay, we're back. Is that what dodos look like when they fly? Oh. Okay, we did the cough. That was great. I was dying during that cutscene trying to read, and I am an early bird, I would say. But it's been hard getting up early lately just because of being sick. But I think I'll be okay once I'm done being sick. So we would come back up here again. The only reason I stopped to grab the aether current that was over here was because I thought we wouldn't come back this way. I'm getting better with, I guess, streaming for the editing purpose. Like, I'm starting to be aware of when I pause, because sometimes I'll pause for a certain amount of time, but it won't be long enough for me to have to cut it out. So I've been noticing lately, I've been having to force myself that if I pause, that I have to pause for long enough for me to be able to smoothly be able to cut it out and stuff like that. Or if I if I say, yeah, pretty much that, and also a couple other things that I can't remember right now because my mind just drew a blank. But I don't know, I'll probably talk about it in a second later. Just then I forgot what I was gonna say, and then I remembered, and I had to wait until that thing stopped attacking me, because it's also jarring if I cut a bit out in the next clip, because I don't have an editing software, so I can't do smooth transitions, and so it's just snapping from one thing to another. So if one clip it's calm music, and then the next it's the battle music of something attacking you, and that's really uncomfortable for listeners. Radiant Godsman. So I have to be aware of that. My apologies, but given that the city is currently in a state of alert, I cannot let you proceed past this point. Okay. Oyange says, be it here or in Eorzea, all share in the desire to deliver the captives. Thus united, I pray that we may join in common cause with the Satrap. Hey viewer, how are you? Welcome. We just got into the MSQ, no worries, you haven't missed much. Esenia says, when I last visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. Of the Satrap, I only know the common tidbits, that though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem in which the locals hold him, however, it's safe to assume he is good at his job. We could do far worse for an ally. All present, then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Wow.
A vast rock squats upon Favne, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han.
So vibrant. Oh, wow. Flamingos. Oh, the shadows too. There's such great detail in this game.
Here
You're
are
glitching.
subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye.
Okay, I fixed it.
The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet.
Wow.
Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
I bet this would be more like magical introduction to Rad's at Hand if it wasn't raining right now. Probably seen what? Ugh, my eyes.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megaduta.
Megaduta. Oh, it's an elephant.
It seems a
Look.
shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
This is like the colorful version of Ulda. Like, with waterfall. Music.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. I assume you speak of Nidana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not.
Wow.
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Is it like a hologram?
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
I don't think he's talking about that.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Is that the real Sultana?
As you wish.
Oh, that's not him. Oh, I'm so.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
How do you get inside?
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Oh, I didn't know there was a third.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
Is he the Satrap, maybe?
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility, when it seemed all would be drowned in blood. Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
Wow.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
So I was right, the dragon is the Satrap.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Wow.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radzat Han. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Oh my gosh. No wonder he's so mature for a child.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
Oh, that's embarrassing. To meet the person and you have their brother's
From
blood
the
in
very
you.
first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bear his fangs.
Would have been awful confusing if they had.
That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radzat Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
I'm still kinda in shock.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Paddlethan and Cartanau, I am told.
I just realized he's speaking English. The other dragons like spoken like dragon tongue, right? And like that's the speech bubble. This looks really weird, but like we could understand them for some reason. I didn't pay much attention in Heaven's Word, but didn't they not speak English?
'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
Spear, you say?
Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
I hope we can walk around this
Tis no
room
trifling
after this
task that I have
cutscene.
laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Quick, you say? Oh, there goes
Wilt
Justinian.
thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rods at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
English does not suit a dragon. I hope we can walk around this room after the cutscene. Like we can go in there and look at it. No! I want to go inside. No! Wait, no. Oh, darn it. There's this cool thing, there's this cool button you can press called, I don't know how to describe it, but mine's labeled as home on my keyboard. And if you press it, then you can see things out of your point of view, or your character's point of view. Oh, hello. And I wanted to do that with the dragon, just to get a feeling of how huge it was. But we can't go inside. I wanna. Well, compared to the other part of the MSQ, we did quite good. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the 8th right here before departing, unless you enjoy violent nausea. Okay, yeah, I already did that. You know, I don't know. Darn it. I like that there's Rayan people here. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. The Rayan clan. The white-scaled Aura. I'm glad that they're here because, you know, in Stormblood you find all the aura, right? And the ones with black scales have the Ashen Steppe, and I was like, wow, I really love this place. It's such a shame that we can't, you know, go there, and that my people aren't there. And I'm like, wait, where are my people? And then I find my people, and it's like, can I go in? We can go here. Could we? Maybe not yet. We'll see. But anyway, I'm like, oh, where are my, like, the white skilled aura? And then we find them in the Red Sea underneath a bubble. And I was like, what? They get an entire huge open plains and mountains, and I get a bubble under the ocean? Like, this isn't very cool. So I was kind of disappointed in, like, my, like the homeland of my people. But now I know there's this whole civilization in this huge, rich land that's governed by a dragon, and we commune with the dragons as aura, and I think that's really cool. So I'm a bit happier. Ooh, we're only streaming for a tiny bit today because, well, it's the daytime, and in fact, almost dinner time. So we're gonna do this quest, finish it. I'm hopefully gonna get this out today. I'm probably gonna go make dinner, feed my siblings, because I'm in charge of them tonight, and then edit. I, for one, had fun. Once I drank enough water, this was relatively easy. Ritra and his alchemists have prepared us for our foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted walls remaineth to be seen. That Arcus Sodara languish in Telafroy chains doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnair who will be summoned to thwart us. The conflict between Nidhogg and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view of Ritra. Above all else, he is a leader of men, not an enemy. He would heartily dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore our kind any ill will. Right. I didn't think of that. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Charlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Alright, and then the next quest it's gonna be a big condensation of all of our adventures. So that was good. Over here we got, like, warded as criminals in Charlayan, and over here we, like, made friends with the ruler, which is a great worm. So I'm happy. Anyway, ending stream. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll be editing and posting this later. I am in a good mood. Goodbye!